Hello, everyone, and welcome to our story time. Today, we're going on an adventure into the sunny savannah to meet a very special friend. Are you ready? Let's begin. Once upon a time, in a land filled with tall, swaying grasses and warm, golden sunshine, lived a little lion cub named Leo. Leo was known throughout the savannah for one thing: his mighty, magnificent roar. From the moment the sun peeked over the horizon, Leo would start his day with a great big roar. He would roar at the playful monkeys swinging in the baobab trees. He would roar at the graceful giraffes nibbling on the high branches. He would even roar at his own reflection in the watering hole, watching the ripples dance away. Leo believed that a brave lion had to be a loud lion. His father, the king of the pride, had a roar that could shake the very ground, and Leo wanted to be just like him. So all day long he practiced. He'd puff out his chest, take a deep, deep breath, and let out the biggest roar a little cub could muster. The other animals would often scamper away, covering their ears. But Leo just thought that meant his roar was getting bigger and better. He was proud of his powerful voice and the way it echoed across the plains. But when the sun began to set, painting the sky in beautiful shades of orange and purple, a problem would arise. As all the other animals settled down for the night, Leo just couldn't sleep. He would toss and turn in his cozy den. He'd count leaping gazelles. He'd try to listen to the crickets chirping, but his mind was still buzzing. It felt like his big roars from the daytime were still bouncing around inside his head, making everything too loud and too busy for sleep. His mother, the gentle queen, would nuzzle him and sing soft lullabies, but nothing worked. Leo's body was tired from a long day of playing and roaring, but his mind just wouldn't quiet down. He'd close his eyes, but all he could hear was the echo of his own voice. Roar, roar, roar. It was frustrating. He wanted to be big and strong like his dad, but he was also so tired. He began to wonder if being a brave lion had to be so noisy all the time. One evening, as Leo lay wide awake, watching the shimmering stars appear one by one, he saw a wise old owl named Hoot perched on a branch just outside his den. Hoot had big, round eyes that seemed to hold all the secrets of the night. Unlike Leo, Hoot was a creature of the quiet. He moved silently, and his voice was a soft, gentle hoo-hoo. Seeing Leo's restless state, Hoot flew down and landed softly near the entrance of the den. "Can't sleep, little one?" he asked, his voice as soft as a feather floating on the breeze. Leo sighed a big, frustrated sigh. "No, Hoot. My roars are stuck in my head and they won't let me rest. I want to be a brave lion, and brave lions have big roars." Hoot blinked his large, thoughtful eyes. "Ah," he hooted softly. "It is true that a lion's roar is a powerful thing, but true bravery isn't just about being loud. Sometimes the greatest strength is found in stillness and quiet." Leo looked puzzled. Quiet? How could quiet be strong? Quiet was for tiny mice and shy chameleons, not for a future king of the savannah. The wise owl continued, "Your roar is for the day, to show your place in the world. But the night is for a different kind of sound. It's for a whisper." Hoot then leaned in, and in a voice so quiet Leo had to lean in too. He whispered, "A whisper is a secret sound just for you. It can calm the busiest of minds." He suggested that instead of trying to push the loud roars away, Leo should try something new. Hoot taught Leo a simple game. Take a deep breath, Hoot whispered, just like you do before a big roar. But this time when you let it out, let it be the softest, quietest sound you can make. Like the sound of the wind through the leaves. Leo was skeptical, but he was also desperate for some sleep, so he decided to try. He puffed out his little chest, took a deep breath, and instead of a roar, he let out a tiny whoosh. It was barely a sound at all. Hoot smiled. Again, he encouraged gently. Leo took another deep breath and let it out even more softly, a gentle puff of air. Now, Hoot whispered, try whispering goodnight to the world around you. So Leo looked at the moon and whispered, good night, moon. He looked at the twinkling stars and whispered, good night, stars. He thought of the sleepy giraffes and whispered, good night, giraffes. With each whisper, something magical began to happen. The loud, booming echoes of his roars in his head started to fade. They were replaced by the soft, gentle whispers. It felt like a soft blanket was being wrapped around his mind. He whispered goodnight to the monkeys, the zebras, and even the little crickets. He whispered goodnight to his mom and dad, who were sleeping soundly nearby. Finally, he whispered goodnight to himself. Good night, Leo, he whispered softly. His body started to feel heavy and relaxed. His eyelids drooped. The buzzing in his head was gone, replaced by a peaceful, calm quiet. For the first time in a very long time, Leo the little lion felt truly ready for sleep. He snuggled into his mother's warm fur, and with one last, tiny, whispered sigh, he drifted off into a deep and wonderful dream. The next morning, Leo woke up feeling refreshed and full of energy. The sun was shining and the savannah was already bustling with life. He stretched his little body and felt a familiar urge to let out a giant morning roar. He took a deep breath, puffed out his chest, but then he paused. He remembered Hoot's lesson. He still let out a roar, a happy good morning. Roared to the world, but it felt different. It wasn't just loud. It felt controlled and joyful. And throughout the day, while he still played and roared with his friends, he also took moments for quiet. When he felt himself getting too worked up, he would find a shady spot, take a deep breath, and let out a soft, whispering whoosh, just like Hoot had taught him. Leo discovered that there was a time for roaring and a time for whispering. He learned that being brave wasn't just about making the loudest noise. It was also about knowing when to be quiet, calm, and gentle. True strength, he realized, was about balance. He could be the brave, roaring lion in the bright sunshine and the calm, whispering cub under the gentle moon. And from that day on, Leo the little lion slept soundly every single night, dreaming sweet dreams of his wonderful life in the savannah. He became known not just for his mighty roar, but for his wise and gentle spirit, proving that even the bravest of lions knows how to whisper. Thank you so much for joining me for this wonderful story. I hope you enjoyed meeting Leo and learning about the power of quiet. Remember to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more amazing adventures. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.